All right, let's talk about something real. If you're a manufacturing engineer, you totally know this feeling. You start a new job, you're fired up, ready to change things. But those first couple of years, man, they can set the stage for your entire career, for better or for worse.
After 2, maybe 3 years, so many engineers just hit a wall. It feels like you're spinning your wheels, right? Doing the same thing day in and day out. But then you look over and you see a few of your colleagues, and they're just rocketing upwards.
So, what gives? What is their secret? It's the question that drives a lot of really smart engineers crazy. And you know what? We're going to break down that exact question today.
I mean, this is the fork in the road, isn't it? On one side, you have stagnation. On the other, you've got the fast track engineer getting cooler projects, way more responsibility, and earning that deep respect from everyone. The difference is night and day, and that's what we're digging into.
Now, here's the good news. This isn't some kind of magic or office politics. Nope. The difference really just boils down to 4 key skills. 4 things that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn and develop. So, let's get into the blueprint that makes all the difference.
First things first, and this one is the foundation for everything else. You have to see the whole system. The engineers who grow the fastest don't get tunnel vision on their one little area. They zoom out. They understand the entire factory as one big interconnected machine. This right here is the big mindset shift. So many people just see their workstation. But a factory, it's like a living, breathing thing. It's not just a random collection of equipment. It's a single flowing process from start to finish. So what does that mean, really? It means you get curious. You figure out how the raw materials even get in the door. You trace the path a product takes from one station to the next. You find the bottlenecks, the traffic jams that slow everything down. You understand where quality is checked, and you even know how the final product gets shipped out. When you see that whole picture, suddenly you see opportunities everywhere. Okay, so now that you can see the whole system, let's talk about skills 2 and 3. These are all about taking action. Because look, it's not enough to spot problems. You have to be the one who actually solves them, and in a way that makes people listen. This is it. This is such a simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. Things go wrong at a factory every single day. That's just a fact. The average engineer, well, they just point out that there's a fire. The really valuable engineer, they're the one who puts it out and then figures out how to fireproof the whole building.
We've all heard this, right? Hey, this machine's down. Yeah, it's a fact, but it's also completely passive. It just identifies a symptom and basically makes it someone else's problem to deal with. Now, compare that to this. A valuable engineer's brain immediately starts asking questions. Okay, why did it fail? What's the real reason this happened? And most importantly, how do we make sure this never, ever happens again? See the difference? That's the leap from just doing a job to actually driving improvement.
And the best part is, you don't have to guess your way through this. There are proven tools in your toolbox. You've got root cause analysis to systematically find the trigger. You've got the 5 why method, which is basically like being a curious kid and just asking why over and over until you hit bedrock. And Pareto analysis helps you find the vital few problems that are causing most of the pain. Remember, companies promote people who eliminate problems for good. Okay, so you're a problem solver. Awesome. But how do you get your solutions approved? How do you get management to trust you? Well, you sprinkle in a little secret ingredient: data. Think about saying this to your boss. Production is low. It's kind of useless, right? It's just an opinion. It's vague. It doesn't tell them how bad the problem is or where to even start looking. But now, listen to this. Production dropped by 12%, and it's because downtime on line 2 has spiked. Whoa. Now that is a fact. It's specific, it's believable, and it points a giant spotlight right at the problem. A statement like that gets attention. It gets resources. Look, your factory is basically a data gold mine. It's spitting out numbers all day. OEE, rejection rates, you name it. Most people just let that data sit there. But the fast-growing engineers, they learn to speak its language. They use it to justify what they want to do and to prove that what they did actually worked. In manufacturing, data will always shout louder than opinions, every single time. And that brings us to the final skill. And honestly, this one is the big one. This is the quality that truly separates the future leaders from the people who will stay in the same role forever. It's all about having an ownership mentality. This really says it all. You've got the excuse mindset. That's not my job. Oh, that's a maintenance problem. It's all about drawing lines and passing the buck. But then you've got the ownership mindset, and that person says, this is my plant. This is my responsibility. I'll coordinate with whoever I need to, but we are going to get this done. At the end of the day, it's about two simple words. Take initiative. Don't wait to be told what to do. If you see a problem, you own it. You follow up, you pester people if you have to, but you see it through to the very end. Management will always, always trust the person who takes ownership. So let's tie this all together. These 4 skills, they aren't just random tips. They build on each other to create a powerful blueprint for your career.
So here it is, your blueprint. 1. See the whole system. 2. Don't just report problems, solve them. 3. Use data to back up everything you do. And 4. Adopt a radical sense of ownership. That's the formula.
And what's the payoff? Well, if you truly master these 4 skills, you are going to grow faster than 90% of the engineers out there. Just think about that for a second. 90%. That is a massive advantage. And that's because you stop being just another person completing tasks. You're not a cog in the machine anymore. You become a strategic part of the business, someone who adds real, measurable value. You become indispensable. So, as we wrap this up, there's really only one question left. We talked about that fork in the road at the beginning. So, which path are you going to take? Which engineer are you going to be?